Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys. Well, again, I've told you guys I'm sitting here listening to sirens. This is crazy. We have a lot going on, this huge storm that's coming in, and the waves are absolutely ridiculous. I'm watching stop signs fly, like leaves fly. It's terrifying. But we still have internet right now, so we're going to keep talking. But in the meantime, we're back to talk about a 6-minute preview that came out for next week's episode. Technically, I guess it's this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Candace Bassett is not playing around when it comes to Ashley Darby and the other women bringing drama to her door. And she also has some allegations of her own when it comes to Mr. Michael Darby. So lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget, we just dropped a new episode yesterday of Hot Messy Podcast, and that was with Sheena Marie from Vanderpump Rules. And we have an ex-Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star joining us today that we're going to drop that episode on Friday. So you can go to Hot Messy Podcast on YouTube, vote on the community tab, and let us know who you think it is. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we're watching The Real Housewives of Potomac, and it seemed like everything was going good with Candace and Ashley, right? We thought this was going to be kind of like this rekindling of a friendship. I completely forgot about the fact that it was Ashley who even brought Candace into the group, and they have just had such a tumultuous relationship from the jump with the butter knife and your big bulbous forehead, and Ashley Darby going after Candace verbally. It's all the time. It's almost like a mini version of Karen and Giselle. But it seems like this season, and I said this on Twitter yesterday, and it might be an unpopular opinion. Most people commented and said, no, it's not, or replied, whatever, and said, no, this is not an unpopular opinion. But I feel like because Michael Darby is not in the mix, they need someone to go after. They're not going after Juan Dixon. We haven't even really seen him this season. And if we have, it's not been a whole lot of him. So I'm just kind of interested on how they got together and said, you know what? It's going to be Chris. Let's go after Chris Bassett. And then, of course, Giselle was the one who started this train. And she's like, well, he came into my dressing room when we were at the reunion and he wanted the door closed. And I said, keep it open. But then he said, no, keep it open. Like, the story doesn't even match up. But Candace asked her, when you said you were uncomfortable and you didn't want to be in a room with the door closed with a married man that does not belong to you, what did he do? She said he left. I feel like at that point, we should have just put this to bed. We should have deaded it, right? And then, of course, Mia Thornton said at Karen Huger's spring fling party that he was staring at her and she caught him a couple of times. But I love shady Bravo editors who showcase the fact that he clearly was not. And now Ashley Darby is coming to the table at the burn session, Dr. Wendy Osefo's burn session, with some more information. She's claiming that one of her friends who was at the spring fling party felt like Chris was being just a little bit too flirty. Now, Candiace called her a lying, vindictive bitch. She wanted to know, why didn't you tell me this to my face? You were just at my house. Why did you not tell me this to my face? Why did you do it in front of the rest of the group? Candiace was curious, right? Why wouldn't you? And she said, I didn't get this information until after. Okay. She said, I knew I would be seeing you. Wouldn't you rather me tell it to your face? But I do listen, I agree with both sides. With Ashley, she's like, we have a job to do. We signed contracts. And part of this is to have these conversations on camera. That is why we are getting paid the big bucks. And Candace is like, I'm not buying your story. I feel like this is a clear smear campaign. And I feel like none of you guys have a good enough storyline. So you guys are going after my husband. You don't have enough going on in your own lies, so you want to bring drama to my door. Candace will read someone for filth. That's the thing. She is a formidable opponent. She is a wordsmith. She's a wordsmith. Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles, like your big bulbous forehead. It's just like, she's not the person to go after. This is now the third time someone is coming to me in the group to tell me some bullshit about my husband. And Ashley kind of smiled, smirked, and said, listen, Just remember the pendulum always swings the other way. Doesn't feel good, huh? And Candace was like, oh, okay. So that's what this is about. Okay. It comes from a place of vindictiveness, nastiness, and evilness. You're a lying ass vindictive bitch. Well, shit. Do you just want to turn a blind eye, Ashley? She wants to know. But if that's the case, then just say so. Just say. I've always heard that Chris has been in some other DMs, and those DMs are not quite as innocuous and innocent as mine. The drama between Candace and Ashley continues in next week's episode, which there is a 6-minute preview of. And in retaliation, Candace made some shocking claims about Michael Darby. Your husband likes to leave you and go to a man named, and they bleeped it out, house and suck his yeah. Candace said I was sitting on this information and I was going to leave it be. I was going to leave it put to the side. I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you want to sit here and make accusations, I'm going to throw this right your way. And I don't think Ashley really cares at this point. I think she'll deny it, but I think in her mind, she's like, listen, I'm divorcing this man anyways. He can go in the hotel room or do whatever he wants with whoever he wants, no matter what gender, ethnicity, description, whatever you want to call it. Michael Darby can do whatever he wants. I'm divorcing him, taking a lot of his money. I have his kids and I'm moving forward with my life. Candace said I was not supposed to talk about this person, but he says Michael Darby is a client of his. That's what your ass gets because I was holding on to that. You wanted smoke, so here. That's what I mean with the reads. Like she's a wordsmith. She's not the person. And, you know, I feel like the reason I say this is a smear campaign was because Ashley Darby also brought another little tidbit of information to Robin. And Robin has been pretty level-headed with this, which is something that I feel like Candace now watching will probably appreciate. But Robin was told by Ashley, I was out till late at night and I was at the W, or I was somewhere, and Chris responded to one of my stories and said, you guys should have came to the W. Why didn't you come to the W? And Ashley was like, who was he at the W with? Not his wife. Robin said, listen, he is the GM of the restaurant on top of the W. Completely debunked. Giselle said when she said she was not comfortable being in a room with the door closed with Chris, allegedly, that he ended up leaving the room. Debunked. That's not that big of a deal. Mia said that he was staring at her. We haven't seen that. It was shown based off of Bravo editing that he was not staring at her. And I feel like if they had that information or that footage, they would have shared it. And now we have, well, alleged other activities that Ashley Darby's bringing to the table. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like every single one is coming up with a story. It almost feels like a contrived, pre-produced plan to take Chris Bassett down. It feels like a smear campaign, but I want to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.